morning, everyone. This is Madam Boss Akasumbua Tarif, the president of the Single Mothers, a mother of 5. CEO at Akothee, do not distract me, please. CEO at Akothee Safaris, CEO at Akothee Properties, the founder and the CEO of Akothee Safaris, the artist and the musician, the entertainer and all kinds of entertainment right now is on board. The mother of many, the philanthropist, Madam Boss. Sibor madako. Akothee. Akothee kibrit ngamoti ya ema muki. Akothee chumbi. Akothee chumbi chuo. Kamotu wane. Emotu uche. That is still introduction. Akothee gas cylinder. Ngamoja sema tiyo kode. Akothee, you bring coffin, I dig the hole for you. Akothee, don't just come because I am going. I love you guys, so tune in right now and we are all ready for the girls.
Okay, so my first point is, you said
let me grab a fork.
Can
you just reintroduce this?
No.
Give me.
Our introduction part is over.
Give me the
It's not a competition.
What?
So first question version.
Yeah, Jen wants to take it first.
Yeah, because you said, as parent, where are you going? Oh, okay.
Relax. I'm getting my... Just sit, Peter. I don't need your service. You know, you are used to serving me until when I just stand.
Yeah, so guys, youth and teenagers, you can drop your questions for the parents here so that we know how you feel. So personally, my first point is, you said,
we are not reading books.
Wait, I'm not reading. I'm looking for the point.
We are not reading books. We
are
talking naturally. Why are you reading? Why are you writing down?
I had my points there.
Teenagers of nowadays write down their
So
points.
which means you just have points that you have to write on the book. You cannot cram.
No, not write on the book. I have my points there, so I have to see my points that I want to direct to you. Why are you being defensive?
I'm not defensive. It's a normal life, no?
Yeah,
they think you Googled on Instagram or you Googled on social media.
You said you want us to be open with you parents, but personally I feel like you parents have a problem of misunderstanding our communication. You know, like misinterpretation, right? You bring a message this way and a parent interprets it totally opposite or turns it back on you.
Well, did you say first point is like parents
misunderstand
your communication?
Yes.
When you talk about being open and parents misunderstanding your communication, those are two different topics. Can you dissect them into one so that I can deal with one after the other?
You see, what I'm trying to say is, at times we are open to you guys. Yes, but when we open up to you guys, you tend to misunderstand what we're trying to communicate.
Being open means what? For example, give me an example of you communicating something to me so I'm able to understand, because we know opening up is a wide range.
Yes, it is a wide range.
It's too wide, right? And then relating and info. That's why I said no reading books. Actually, I'm sorry. It's gonna be a free talk. And relating an information up, dropping an information to me is different from opening up. Opening up for me means I'm heartbroken, mom. I was dating this boy, and he's broken my heart, right? Okay, mom, I think I've missed my periods. Okay, those ones are not communication. That's not communication. That is opening up. And you can only open up to me if we already have a consistent communication. We've been communicating. That's why you can be open and tell me, by the way, mom, I've messed up. So can we...
And you as an African parent, if I tell
Don't bring Africanism here, because we are African already. You don't relate us with Europeans. Please.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Don't use the word African.
Okay, and you...
Because you've not been brought... Don't bring up African because you've not been brought up with a white mother.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's different how an African mother will behave and how
Please,
European mother will
don't
behave.
bring this African mother, because first and foremost we are in Africa. Sawa? So, okay, you feel like European mothers are much more advanced.
I think what John is trying to say first let me clarify this whole
Yes.
in Africa and other thing.
Don't bring racism.
No,
Not
it's not
racism.
racism. I think we're just trying to compare. Okay, let's just put it then the Western world.
Because
right?
you are comparing
Can we-
whatever you're seeing on TV.
No,
Can we
it's how it
can we
is.
classify it as the Western world then? Because
Okay,
I
yes,
think what
please.
True Baby
Uh-huh.
is trying to communicate here is that, to be honest, in a general perspective, the Western world is very open-minded about so many things, other than us, the normal Kenyans, yeah, or Africans, right? So I think what Ruby is trying to say is there's a huge difference. I think what you're saying in terms of communication. Let's go back to the misunderstanding in terms of communication. So what Ruby is trying to say here is when you come to a parent and say, you communicate something like, let me say what? Mom, maybe I say, mom, the boy next door is a very good friend of mine, right? What she and you as a parent, you misinterpret this information. What you've had is, no, to be honest, what you've had is my daughter likes the boy next door.
Yes.
Now you're seeing pregnancy, you're seeing STD,
Relationship.
you're seeing a relationship, and all your daughter or your son said was, the girl next door is my really good friend. So you start reading in between the lines with things they didn't communicate. That's where the misinterpretation comes in.
Okay. With me, I think I relate differently when it comes to that. Because I've mingled with the Western world. And I'm not on the defensive side, but trust you me, I think all your friends are boys, right? Mm-hmm. Have I ever had a problem with you having boys as your friends?
No.
I personally, most of my friends are boys, are men. Because men would not feel jealous about me. The farthest a man can do is to ask me to go to bed with them. But they can never be jealous of me because they are no women. You understand? So I will normally feel safe in the hands of men than how I would feel in the hands of women. When we go out with men, I feel more secure than when I go out with women because women just have natural issues. We will be fighting over one boy who is not even interested in both of us. So when it comes to having a boyfriend next door, it doesn't have a problem depending on how you relate. You cannot go onto that next door and stay the whole night and overnight and come back the next day and tell me you had a sleepover at your boyfriend's place. That one is not possible, madam.
Why?
Because in Africa, boyfriend, for example, because you brought the Western
Thank
world,
you,
let me tell you the reality.
Mm-hmm.
In Africa, we've not been able to relate with this boyfriend kind of thing of a girl and a boy. Because all that we see at the end of the day, and we also went through it, was pregnancy, STD, and all kind of challenges.
That's what I'm saying.
So you also have to understand the African parent from our own upbringing. The way we were brought up is completely different from the world right now. You expect us to change drastically, whereby it is the world is evolving. You are internet children, so whatever you see on TV, you follow those opera or what you call it? What you call them? What? Soap operas. Soap what? Soap operas, and then you expect us to immediately not change into that. Wait a moment. Now my problem is, as mothers, we are always protective. Okay, we are protective because having a child is like allowing your heart walk outside your rib cage, it's a risk that both parents took. So when we get strict at a boy that you always get very, very closer to, it's just that because we don't want you to mess up the same way we did mess up. It's not like European mothers are better than us.
No, not that they're better than you. What
You're projecting your mistake onto your child.
Yeah.
You keep thinking, okay, mom, let's go to you. At what age did you get pregnant?
14.
At 14.
Yes.
Right?
How old are we?
How old are we?
21.
Yeah. Are we
Yes,
pregnant?
but I think for the longest time, it's always been your biggest scare is you're gonna get pregnant. You're gonna get pregnant. You're gonna get pregnant. That's because you project your own mistakes or the mistakes you did onto
Or your
us,
upbringing.
thinking that because you got pregnant at 14, then if Dion is a friend with, let me say, John next door, then boom, Dion is gonna get pregnant at 14. You get? You don't give Dion a benefit of doubt that, okay, Dion just said her and John are friends. I think as a mother, let me trust that I have done my part and that Rubaby will not get pregnant at 14. I think that's where the miscommunication comes in, because I have told you something as a parent, but then because you did certain things in the past and there's a way your mother reacted, you don't want to give me as a child a benefit of that and just take what I say as it is. If I say John and I are friends, take it as it is and embrace it. Don't start, I feel like it's very wrong for you to start interpreting and seeing pregnancy, STD. No.
Like, honest, we are not trying to say that we want you parents to change drastically, but you should also move the way the world is moving. The world is evolving. We are not on your gone back days where people would run to the sugar canes and stuff. We are now evolving children. You know, the way you said we are internet babies, that is very true.
Yeah.
You know, that is very true. So we expect you parents, hata nyinyi, mjaribu hata kutupatia as in trust to.
Actually, please, online supporters, online in-laws, come together with me. These children are not in a very good mood. First, they've insulted me. Number one, they have said it is gone are days when women were taken to the sugar cane, where men would drag us to the sugar cane to have romance in the sugar cane. That is an insult. It is just another insult of telling us that we are very old age. Secondly, they've said that us, the moment we see them with boyfriends, we already see pregnancy and STDs. Mothers, are you on? All right. Which was the third one? Misinterpretation. So now I am coming. Reasons as to why we behave like we behave parents is because we have seen your friends. How many of your friends got pregnant at the age of 14, 15, 16, 17? Be sincere to yourself.
None.
Vesha, I know of your friends. Your friends who got pregnant. I don't want to mention names. No, I don't want to. You have girls you went to school.
There are acquaintances.
Okay.
And they are friends.
Okay, so now acquaintances then.
Okay, yeah, acquaintances are there.
How many of your acquaintances got pregnant?
They are there. There are many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
many got pregnant, isn't it? How are their parents feeling right now?
Of course, stressed and depressed and
After they've gone and gotten pregnant and brought the rubbish at home. Right? Did they stick to the men that got the boyfriends that gave them pregnancy? Are they together?
Actually, my
Acquaintances, yes.
not necessarily.
my friends
No,
actually
not necessarily
got
speak
married.
English.
Mine got married.
To the father of the child.
Yes.
Okay, mine, others not necessarily. Of course, at this age, not necessarily.
What do you mean? So you go and give back to your child after, then you bring for me to take care of my friends.
Can I also say something why, Mom, I think girls get pregnant?
Yeah.
Easily? Okay, let me ask you. At 14 years old, why did you get pregnant?
I got pregnant at the age of 14 because it was my own liking. I felt too much pressure at home and I thought my mom was always wrong.
Too much pressure. Too.
Listen, no, you know, you cannot start distracting me.
No, I'm picking the
No,
point.
you're listening.
I got too much pressure. I actually thought that I got too much pressure at home. But then I wanted to explore the world. I was the most indisciplined child ever. I was dancing from one disco to the other. All the nights I was out and I was expecting my mom to accept that I'm going to have fun. I would go have fun, but let me tell you something. I was a virgin all this time round. This is the only point that my mom did understand. All I wanted was to go and have fun. I was a very difficult person to mingle, but I loved dancing. I would jump out of the fence, go have fun, and come back. So this is how I ended up getting pregnant at the age of 14. Let me tell you today. All my friends during that time were girls. Having a boyfriend at our age was not possible. A boyfriend, your father used to write for me very, very beautiful letters with a beautiful handwriting, like you are my cup of tea and all these things and all these things. That is now after. But before, anything like a boyfriend was a no-go zone. For us, boyfriend sex. An African mother. Boyfriend sex. That is what we think about. Because that is how our culture is built. And it's not, if I'm lying, tell me. How many of your boyfriends have not asked you to bed? Be sincere. Because God is watching. Be sincere because God... Madam, just be sincere with me. Sam, isn't it?
What is the question?
How many of your boyfriends have asked you to bed?
Not all.
But some, isn't it? Some have tried.
Yeah.
Now that is our worry. How about if you are weak and you fall in the trap? Then what is the outcome?
Okay, Mom, question. You said you
So,
got...
no, I'm coming.
Okay.
Let me just explain my point. So, for me going out and dancing and coming back home, I would come back home at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I would try to creep in that my mother doesn't see me. Already in my mind, I know it is wrong, isn't it? Although I did not do anything wrong outside there. Then in the morning, I am tired. I'm not able to wash dishes. I'm not able to clean the house. I look like a baggage. Actually, my mom looks at me and see me like ng'ombe. Unajua ng'ombe? Because I look like I'm useless. Her not knowing, this idiot was out the whole night flexing and dancing. That's why I'm not able to attend house chores. My mom would beat me up. Thank God I don't beat you people up. But sometimes, you know, you get me here, and I feel like, you get what I'm talking about? My mom would beat me up with everything. You should thank God that I'm civilized. Even after insulting me that people were sleeping with us in the grass.
Who has said people are sleeping?
In the
There was
sugar
no
cane.
catching feelings.
Who has said people are sleeping
So
in the
at some
grass?
point, I really thank my mom and I respect my mom until I got pregnant for Vesha and I went through the labor pain. And then my mom left me to the world that I wanted to go to. I respect my mom and I love my mom to death until today. Each and every seed that my mom planted in me is what has brought all this. My mom taught me to wake up in the morning. I would fight with her. My mom was bad. My mom was bad news. You know, sleep in my mother's house until 6 o'clock. Forget it. She don't even come and wake you up. They don't even come and wake up Dion and say, Mom, how are you? I try to be nice. I'm trying to be nice in my own home. For someone I'm paying bills for. Mom, good morning. Then she wake up. My mom would come and kick that door and pull you with your leg with slaps and everything. But I'm here now, and that is why I'm successful, because I had a better and perfect upbringing. I don't regret anything that happened in my teenage age.
So you think the way you African mothers are bringing us up is the best?
Please delete that word African, because
Okay.
you have no Chinese or European or whatever mother. You have an African mother, so delete that African word.
Okay, so you think the way you parents right now are bringing us up is the best?
We are even doing you a favor. Because we don't beat you up. Nowadays, we are told, if you beat them up, they will commit suicide. We have been put so much into a corner that we do not even know how to handle you. So, teenagers are delicate. Are you eggs?
Yeah, don't you think you guys sometimes meddle in our lives too much?
And
What do you mean by meddling in your life too much? Like somebody like you, when I do not know what you're doing in Nairobi for a whole week, you think I'm not concerned?
Yeah, you're concerned, but after I've told you I'm in school, what more do you want to hear?
How about me seeing you, saying you're in school and on social media, I see you doing a road trip? Then before I know it, I see it on blogs everywhere. You barely got an accident with MC Tricky.
No, but
Okay,
you
we
see
are
that
going for a
Can you
break
go
right
for
now.
a break, please?
Break.
Can you go for a break? Because mom is catching.
When we come back, no catching feelings. Let's read comments.
Mom is catching.
I'm catching feelings because they are directing. It was supposed to be a girly talk.
Yeah, it's
You are
a girly
directing
talk.
it to me.
You're being
We're not directing to you, we're saying all parents.